What's going on, fam? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for joining me for today's game analysis. This was against the Lone Stars, which is another team in our Northwest Conference in the United Premier Soccer League, which is the UPSL. It's fourth division, I believe, in the US. It's just the team, as I had mentioned before, that I've been playing on. Hopefully you guys have seen the vlogs with both the game day and the mic'd up sessions. Let's hop straight into the game analysis and we'll get after it. All right, fam, so this game is a bit frustrating for many different reasons. I'm playing out of position the entire game. I'm kind of floating in the top three. We're playing a 4-2-3-1 against a team that I did not think was that good, not that dangerous at least. And yeah, just personally and as a team, we just played really poorly. And it's one of those things, again, like I have to have a super positive attitude at it. And I look at it objectively and I say, yep, was not a good game. We actually have a game tonight in about 4 hours we kick off. So it'll be great for me to go through and do this game analysis with you guys now, because then I can get a really good idea of what I need to do better next time. And obviously the plays that I did play well, fantastic. But we'll go from there. I'll be playing in my position from now on. I had a chat with the coaches last night and at training, and so that's a good thing. But let's hop into the clip straight away. So I am playing the left side in the 3 in a 4-2-3-1. So sort of as like a number 11 or number 7, depending on where you're going. So let's go. First clip, here we go. We'll start the game playing. So one of our center mids gets the ball and hikes it up to me. I try to win the ball between the two center backs, and then I totally lose where it is, which is totally fine. Let me pause it right here. We'll come back in just a sec. All right, here we go. So next play, we'll keep it going. Again, I'm number 17 on that left side. Ball gets played around to our forward, and I just totally miss it. I should have hit that. It was such an awkward angle from me to get the ball. Next play, I make a run in behind. That ball should have been played right on the ground, but it's still a good darting run in behind. So we're starting off pretty good. So here, I'll pause it right there. Okay, so in this play, this is a bit of a hard ball for our center mid to play for the winger who has the ball at his feet right now. And I'm obviously in a very open position. The outside back has pushed up. He's the number 5. Their center mid is right next to him. And then obviously our player who's on the ball is one of the wingers. The guy above him who just played the ball back is our center mid. One of our center mids are our 10. So in this play, I probably would have liked to see the 10 play me instead, because playing backwards in this scenario, or even turning and playing the guy at the top of your screen who's on our team as well, he's the right wing back. He also could have had a great opportunity to get in behind and get a cross in. But this ball, unfortunately, it's sort of one of those situations where it's very lucky if that ball gets through. If it doesn't, I'm out of position. Our 10's out of position. Our number 2, the right side wing back, is also out of position, and they can counter really easily. So we'll keep it going right now. It does get kind of through, I guess. So I just play the ball back to that 11. He gets it out for a throw in. And we'll let it play through to the throw. As you can see, we're all just pushing up, and then the camera hopefully turns to where I am. Getting the ball. There we go. Cool. All right. So play straight in. And this play, again, not super great. Not the best idea. Play straight into the 10 here. And he plays kind of back. And then my idea was to play a 1-2 with him backwards. I thought the ball went out there, but that's all right. Next throw in. Play over to our number 6, which is a great play again. And he just keeps that ball moving right away for us, which is awesome. So this is first corner of the game. A couple corners go a little bit short on Sunday. They did go a bit short, but that is okay. It does happen. Ball from the 6 straight out to me, and I'll pause it right here. Okay, so we have 2 center forwards and that are available. The 10 is pushed up with the 9. Our 2 is inverted and has come also really high. And then we have our center mid who's behind me. Now, this ball probably should have just gone to the center mid, because I'm playing almost, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like a 6v2 in that little tiny 20 by 20 meter area. Obviously, you'll see on the screen that it's highlighted. So I decided to cut it around the guy and run straight into the other defender, which was kind of a dumb decision. I just need to keep the ball moving. This is also pretty early on in the first half. So again, we don't have any pressure on us. There's no reason to try to find a long ball at this point. It's just about getting the rhythm, getting guys touches on the ball, which is a really important piece of building momentum. You often see, yes, there are teams who can break right away and you get a magical play that happens in the first 5 minutes of the game. That's amazing. But what oftentimes happens, you see teams like Barcelona do this at their prime. You see teams like Ajax do this. You see teams that really play the ball well start to possess. Man City does this as well. They'll play the ball around for 2 or 3 minutes. Everybody gets touches. Everybody gets that little bit of confidence. You don't have to do anything flashy, but just keep the ball. All of a sudden, everybody's switched on. Everybody's engaged in the game. Everybody's touched the ball, and then we go from there. So that's a brief rant about my own decision making, obviously. And as I said, this is all with a positive mindset. This is all saying, you know what? Tonight during the game, as you guys will see in the next game analysis video, it is going to be much different. So just you guys wait for this stuff. It's going to be awesome. Okay, so we'll keep it playing right now. And again, cut back and just get tied up with that one guy and he breaks. The guy's offsides, but that's all right. Next play, ball comes straight into our 10 and that 10 doesn't lay the ball off great, but I was part of that play, so I just wanted to show it there. Ball comes out to me here, 10 is overlapping. We don't have a ton of numbers up, so I just decided to play it safe into our 10. He does a good job at getting around, tries to play it to me as I overlap, and does a good, I get out of his way because he's on his own. He's a very good player, Cristiano. So gets a good cross in. Unfortunately, nobody's there. That's all right. Next play. Again, this is another corner. This one goes far post this time. Try to whip it in, and right on our number 2's head. Unfortunately, he can't connect on that, but you know what? That is what it is. Next play, ball comes straight into me, flick it over to our number 9, who then tries to touch the ball, goes out of play, and we'll let it play out because we're going to have a throw in right there. Something I want to talk about is trying to keep the ball on the ground. That's something that's super, super important for myself as a professional. Even at this level, I don't need to play down to this level. I don't have to have it up in the air. I can take it down, have the confidence because I do have the foot skills, and we'll go from there. So there you go. Ball comes into me, and then I play it into our number 6 so we can pivot the ball. He goes straight back into pressure, which was kind of a dumb decision, but that's all right. Next, free kick in, straight on the head of our center back, and goes out into the goalkeeper's hands. That's all right. But decent ball. A little bit more whip there, but that's all right. So straight into me, and I decided to just play straight into our number 10, who our 9 looks over his shoulder and does not even notice that player is coming that way. So we'll see. Okay, I'm going to pause it right here as I get the ball. So this is a situation that I really don't like. I don't like when the winger gets the ball off the outside back unless it's a very clear inverted outside back gets the ball, plays it out to the winger. That's an okay pass because it's sort of, you're breaking the horizontal or vertical lines, I guess, along the pitch, not the horizontal lines. And when you're doing that, that's a good thing. But if I'm playing in the same sort of section of the pitch, up and down, it's like playing a square ball. Like anything square or square this way is really difficult to deal with unless there's a run that's this way. But because I'm coming towards him, it doesn't give me very many options. And as you guys can see in this play, I've got somebody on my ass. There's 2 guys marking our 6 and our outside back, 1 guy marking one of our center backs, and they're way pressed up. They've got a winger inside and a number 10 and a number 6. So we really don't have that many options here except for the goalkeeper. I trust myself in these situations to get out of it, which we do. But it is one of those things you really have to think about when playing those balls. I realize I did check to the ball, and it's not my fault, nor is it the outside back's fault. I just think these balls, first of all, our number 6 cannot be that close to our outside back. He needs to be way further away so that he can get the ball, then get the ball to me, because it'll shift them. When you play diagonally, it gets teams out of position way worse. So let's start it again right now. So as you can see, I get the ball, dribble around 1 or 2 guys. The one dude presses me, and then I just get it around, turn it to my right foot, and hit it right up to our number 2 who had overlapped. But he misses the ball, and we just have to get out of it. Next play is a throw-in. 9 does a decent job of muscling the ball out and plays it back. And we're going to let it play for 2 seconds, gets it back to our goalkeeper, and we start again. Next play, I just get the ball, check my shoulder, play it back to our center back, and we play long, which again was not the move here. I realize it's a 1v1 there, but the center back was pretty good. That ball right there, so I'm going to rewind where I touched the ball first. So we're going to go back to, I'm going to go back to that start. So I check my shoulder. I can see that there's a guy right there. If that's the play that I want to go for, we'll start at the beginning of the clip, okay? So we'll start at the beginning of the clip and go now, right here. So I check my shoulder, and I see there's two guys right there. Yes, they are open, but if that ball is going to go in, it's got to be a really quick tiki-taka type pass. So it's got to be on the ground. It's got to be right to their feet so that they can either turn and get in behind, or it's the kind of thing where they're able to play a 1-2 with me. So that kind of thing. So we'll watch it play again, and it's just one of those things I just have to be aware of. It has to be on the ground. Ball has to be on the ground over and over and over again. Again, something to keep in mind as I continue through the rest of today's game, obviously, and in looking at this stuff. So we'll play now. Yep, right in the air, and a bummer. And then we recover the ball, which is good. But then, yeah, next play here. Throw-in comes into me. I body the guy, try to play a little flick, 1-2, and the dude hits it out. So I get a little header on it, and then our number 9 get an overlap, and then the ball goes out of bounds. So good sequence, decent sequence of play. I think we could have had the ball. It was also raining, which I think screwed a lot of guys up here. So this could have shot, but a guy was right in front of me. So I decided to turn it around. Outside back is overlapping, give it to him a little bit, play a beautiful 1-2 around the outside back, and then that ball should have been cut to the top of the 18 or the PK spot. Here's another corner kick. Again, lots of whip, lots of bend on that ball, but just not enough height on it, which is something that I want to get better at, and whipping it really good into that 6-yard box. Next play comes in, ball comes out to me, try to play a 1-2, play it behind the number 9, which is just kind of dumb. I probably could have taken it down and just muscled the guy, which would have been much better. This is I'm getting the ball from, and again, as you can see, I've switched sides here. So getting the ball from that goalkeeper, trying to play inside, and then we get that ball has played over and over again. We played that ball so many times, which is why I switched sides to even get the ball in the first place. So there we go. Play it into our number 6, and we get out of pressure, so that's fine. We'll let it play out just a little bit. Decent ball in, and almost there. Next one, this is just a body. He kicks it out, and we go from there. So we'll let it play because I'm going to throw the ball in. And we'll go from there, guys. So as you can see, a lot of things that just were very mediocre, not a lot of things happening. I feel much more comfortable in a left back or right back position as a wing back because I'm really good at leadership and organizing the play. So that's something to just keep in mind for myself while I'm watching this film, is just so say like, hey, next time. So again, play here and then play into the 11, that was the 11 tucked in. We got lucky on that play, but then our outside back just loses the ball there, which is unfortunate, but that's all right. Again, outside back to, so that's that same play, right? Outside back to outside mid. I try to play it one time into our on running, which I should have just gotten the ball and played it backwards. So again, learning opportunity. Just got to be consistent and really good here. That ball should have been played half a step forward. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to pause. Actually, no, we're good. Back to the center back. Easy. We're resetting. Our guys aren't moving very well. I get the ball, just play our number 6 on the other side. Ping it into him, and we move forward. Lots of long balls. That's, oh my God, it was so frustrating. Okay, so this, I get the ball over on my side. Cut it back and hit the top of the box just to keep that ball moving. That's a little ambitious, but he's got a good shot when he hits it cleanly, so no problems there. I get the ball turned, checking my shoulder, nobody's on, get it out to the outside mid, and then we go from there. Almost had a goal here. That's a good, decent opportunity. And we're going to take a pause right here at the next step. So something I really want to talk about is the level. Now, you may be looking at this level and saying like, wow, that's kind of sketchy, or whoa, that's way more than I've ever played. Regardless of where you're at in your career, you have to understand the way that this whole process works, right? So becoming a professional footballer, staying a professional footballer, being a pro when you're not on a team, all that stuff, it all comes down to the way that you look at every opportunity. So if I'm sitting here at home and I'm not playing for a team, I'm not playing for a UPSL squad, but there is one available, but I'm saying, you know what, I'm too good for them, it's gonna screw up my play. To be honest, I think that's a little bit dumb and immature. And I think even if you go and train with a team, it's better than nothing. So it's all about taking advantage of the opportunities that are in your city, in your town, whatever you can get available. It's really important that you go do that. Obviously, as a player who is used to a level much higher than this, my responsibility is number one, leadership, organization, getting everybody rallied, getting everybody around the style of play that we're doing and helping them to elevate their own game to at least a professional mindset, if not a professional level. The second piece of that is really to say to myself, if I'm playing with players who aren't as good as me and some who are and some who are better, it doesn't matter, right? Not just on this team, but on any team. It's important for me to play at the highest level possible I can. This game was a very good example of what not to do, is not to play stupid one-touch passes and not being smart and sort of nonchalantly going through the game as if it was nothing, right? So that's an error on my part. I need to take it much more seriously because I, as a player who's, in my opinion, above the level that this is, I can take advantage of that and really get after it on a team like this, right? So I should be able to dribble every player on this team if I need to. I should be able to hit every single pass. I should be able to make every decision. 100% passing accuracy, all that stuff, right? So it's about how I take my own mentality and the standard that I have for myself and holding that standard, whether I'm playing in the English Premier League or whether I'm playing semi-professional football or whether I'm playing amateur football or a friendly. Obviously, if I'm kicking it around with friends, it's not going to be the same. But when I'm playing competitive soccer, competitive football, it's all about how I treat myself in here and in here. So I don't ever want to regret going out on the pitch and being like, wow, I sucked today. That's a really crappy feeling. I don't want to have that, and I hope you guys don't want to have that. So I hope moving forward you understand, and this is something to keep in my mind. I slipped in this game. Like, I didn't play very well, I don't think. I mean, I hit passes and did okay, but I didn't play the best game that I possibly could, and I should be striving to play better and better every single game, regardless of what level I'm playing at. Okay, let's keep the ball going right now. Next one from our outside back gets it, and again, that pass, I thought that forward had a great run in behind. He was gonna get there. Short corner, this turn, and I try to play our center forward again, but it gets a little too close to the goalkeeper, so that's a bummer. So this, I'm bombing forward, as you guys can see, plays back, and that ball could have gone to me, but I was offside, so I just left the ball at that point. Just left it because that's, obviously I don't want to get the foul called on us. Okay, here we go. So ball in behind here, and our forward had a great run, and that very well could have been a goal. That was probably our best opportunity before our goal came. Ball comes out to me, and I'm just looking for, I had a one-on-one there, so I probably could have taken him down the line or something, but I decided to play that into our center forward, who definitely could have played me in behind, but you know what? He made a good decision, played backwards, and we kept possession, so I love that kind of play. This is just another little defending, get in front of the guy, and then he hits it off me, so smart move on his part, but yeah, so just a good one-on-one defending, get in front of the guy. Here we are, ball comes out to me on the left, and we had a guy, our number 10, running in, try to hit the ball right on his head, and he's just a little shorter than I anticipated. Next play, that should be one in the air. I should just take that down and have the confidence again, but I win the ball, I guess, play it to the center mid, and we play another long ball, which again, like, another bloody long ball. So many long balls in this freaking game. It drove me absolutely nuts, but to be fair, I had a couple that I shouldn't have played, so shame on me, I guess. Good free kick. I had an opportunity here. It bounced around in the box for a little bit. There we go. Little shot with my right foot, kind of scuffed it, but we get out anyway. Next play, I had a throw in, just play it back to our center back, and we get the ball going the other direction, which is good. No, we don't. We hit another long ball. Goodness gracious. Right out, and then this ball, I think, goes out for a throw-in, actually. Next one, Ball gets played out to me. I try to flick it over the guy. He does a good job getting in front and hits it out for a throw-in. That throw-in from that play goes into the center forward, and he gets a corner kick out of it. That corner kick comes in, again, just to the near post. And then the goalkeeper was way forward, so I had tried to hit it over him into the top corner. Missed, hit the top of the post. This is a free kick. Comes in far post, decent ball actually, but we don't get a good connection. This team was a lot taller than us. Okay, so I'm going to rant at myself for just a hot minute, so stay tuned for that. This is a break. I go straight towards the ball instead of holding him up and making him play one direction around me. I bit when I shouldn't have, and he hit it right over my foot. Again, this is one of those mistakes I'm kicking myself for, but it's just something that I've got to be smarter about. If he's coming full bore at me, if he's dribbling at me, if I know I can win that ball, either the ball or him doesn't get past me, right? So if I hit him, it'll be a yellow card, that's fine. If he goes past me but the ball doesn't, that's a great stuff. I can win that ball back. But again, I've got to be responsible for making this appointment. Making those plays happen. And if you've made it this far to the video, first of all, subscribe if you haven't already. Second of all, though, as you realize, this is like kind of angering for me. This is upsetting for me because this is not a game that I played very well. And this is at a level that I should be smoking every single one of these players. So it's just, again, standards. Where's my standards at? I need to be mentally switched on. Let's play right now. So again, but plays a ball, and we ended up winning the ball back. That's fine. So that ball comes into me, play a long ball, try to hit that far post. Their outside back does a decent job. We get it back with our 6, but that ball's okay. I'm okay with that. This is winning a defensive header. This is what I'm good at, is tracking those forward runs and getting in the head of those outside mids. This is the last play of the game. This is our goal, literally the last kick of the game. Ball comes in, keeper comes out, and our number 2, our Owosu, our outside back finishes, which is great. So good celebration, ended up 1-1 tie, and we'll let this play out till the very end. So yeah, and then after this game, so obviously the clip's over. After this game, there were fights, there were things said to each other. I'm one of those players who doesn't get into fight stuff. Like I will, I guess, if somebody hits one of my teammates, but I'm very much like, you play your game, you play mental games on the pitch, but once the game's over, chill. Also, I'm not one to do like personal attacks. I think that's ridiculous. I just, hold myself to that standard. And if somebody doesn't, it's not a hate thing. It's just like, that's the way that I like to be as a person. So anyway, I was trying to calm everybody down, trying to get people like, hey, the game's over. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's get out of here. But there was a lot of things said in that game that were just, again, I think everyone was frustrated. For some guys were complaining about the rain and the cold, and I was just like, man, like, come on, it's a blessing to be out here, even though I was not switched on for that game. So, that was a lot. That was a long 10 minutes of different plays. Guys, I really appreciate you staying to the end of the video. The bottom line about this game that I will say, that what I got from this is a reality check of being mentally switched on all the time. And making sure that I put myself in the best possible scenarios I can, so that when time comes to get on a professional team, whether it is to train in the next couple months or waiting till the end of the season to get signed for a club or go to trials, it's that I am always improving, right? Every step matters. Even if I'm playing at UPSL, even if I'm playing amateur, even if I'm playing a friendly game, every step matters. I should be striving for that. Yes, be creative and stuff, but also complete 100% of my passes, do everything correctly, make the best plays possible, influence the team in a positive direction. Tonight is going to be a great game. I have a really good feeling about it. I'm playing my position again, and we're going to roll with it. So that's it for the video, guys. I appreciate you joining me for another game analysis. Stay tuned for the next one, which will come out in a couple days' time from the release of this video, so you guys can see the improvement from this game to the next game. Again, we're always looking up. We're always about to achieve our goals. All right, be awesome. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next video.